So either you went out, purchased a PlayStation 5, you waited in line for 8 hours, or you're in the market for one, and you're probably thinking, what does it do for us as streamers? So yes, it's great. The graphics is awesome. You can play Spider-Man, play Call of Duty, Demon's Souls, a lot of great titles. It is the next gen console, but what can you expect if you're a streamer? What apps are available? Are they any good? And should I take streaming into consideration when purchasing the PlayStation 5? So today we're going to answer all those questions. Make sure you watch the entire video. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, while we're on the topic of streaming, just wanted to give a big shout out to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. For everyone that doesn't know what VPN is, a VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. And what a VPN does, it keeps your data and your personal information anonymous. That way no one can see or tell what you're looking at. So for anyone that's been subscribed for a while, you know that this comes in handy, especially when you're streaming and dealing with geolocked content. But that's not the only case, guys. Of course, the main reason for using a VPN is to protect your personal information. You don't want to be tracked, you don't want to be throttled, you don't want your ISP to know what you're doing. But of course, in the world of streaming, it's about accessing that geolocked content, whether it's Netflix, whether it's regional sports that's not normally available in your area. So a lot of reasons to use a VPN, and Nord is one of the best when it comes to protecting your data. They have over 5,400 servers in 59 different countries, and even when you're connected to NordVPN, you'll still get top network speeds. Now, they have apps for multiple devices, including Windows, Mac, Linux, also on your mobile devices, Android TV, and they also have plugins for Firefox as well as Google Chrome. Now, having said that, Nord is having a Christmas deal in which every 2-year plan that is purchased, you'll receive an additional 4 months for free. To take advantage of this deal, go to nordvpn.com/MMPC, use coupon code MMPC at checkout. So like I said in the intro, the PlayStation 5 trends on a daily basis, guys. Not only is it hard to come by, people stay up 24 hours, they stay in line for 12 hours just to get their hands on a console, and even then a lot of people are unlucky. So for anyone on this channel that's been wondering how does this come into play when it comes to streaming, I'm going to answer those questions for you. So here we are in the user interface. I have a couple games up here, not going to go too much into the games today, but if you look at the top, you have two menus, guys. You have game and you have media. So if you go to your media, and you can see I have a couple apps that I have preloaded on this system. So you know me, I'm gonna have my Plex up there. I have Netflix, I have Amazon Prime, YouTube, of course, Hulu, Peacock, and we can download some more, and we're going to get into the full app library here in a little bit. So as far as the functionality, guys, this is a 4K system essentially. So if you have a Netflix 4K, you should be able to watch 4K. If you're watching YouTube 4K videos, you should be able to watch 4K. Same thing goes for Plex, and I have my Plex loaded here. Let me go ahead and just launch it. So here we are on my Plex, guys. Ton of my content on here. It's very smooth, and you can see it looks identical to what we expect from the computer or on your streaming device, so whether it's a Roku, Fire TV, or in the NVIDIA Shield. So back to the media. So these are the apps that I pre-selected when I was setting up the system, but what other apps are available, especially for us in the streaming community? So here we are in the apps menu, guys, and like I said, you can see my apps right here that I have preloaded, and right here we can go to TV and video, and I get into what that looks like here in a little bit. But if we go to all apps and scroll down, you can see all the apps that's available for the PlayStation 5 currently, and the list is not too long, guys. So first is going to be my video. Next to that, you have Spotify, you have the Apple TV, you have the Zone, Crunchyroll, you have Disney Plus, ESPN, Funimation, Hulu, you have the Sunday Ticket, Prime Videos, Pluto TV, Plex. You also have Peacock, Netflix, Tubi, Twitch, Vudu, WWE, YouTube. We have a couple VR experience applications. So when it comes to your streaming apps, that is all that's on there. So you can see it does have a couple that we definitely need, can't live without. No, Peacock is a big one. It is free. Plex is another one, can't live without in my opinion. Prime Videos, a lot of people have Prime membership, and YouTube is very vital in my opinion. As far as everything else, it's missing some of the big boys. It's missing HBO Max, it's missing YouTube TV, it's missing a lot of those streaming apps like Fubo, Sling, just a lot of those subscription-based applications that a lot of people use, and a lot of the free ones are missing as well. So one example here, they do have Tubi on there. I wonder why they didn't bring the other applications over. So hopefully in the future, we'll see this library expand, but right now, library is very limited. Before I jump into my thoughts whether you should take that into consideration when purchasing the system, let's go ahead and just check out the other menu. So if you go to all apps, so list what's trending based on which service you're using. So you can see trended on Netflix, Prime Videos, coming in winter, YouTube, Hulu, Peacock, and it kind of goes through the different applications. So a nice preview just to kind of see what's going on in those streaming applications. So another thing to take into consideration is that there is a media remote available for the PlayStation 5, guys. Take a look at it right there. I wasn't able to pick that up. It is currently sold out, but I will be picking it up in the near future. So it looks like a pretty good looking remote. So you can see you have the volume up and down TV, you have your mute, you have your navigation, back, your menu, fast forward, rewind, play, pause, and it does have quick launches for some of those services that a lot of people will recognize. So it has a quick launch for Disney Plus, Netflix, Spotify, as well as YouTube TV. And the last thing is going to be the PlayStation button. And what the PlayStation button does is basically brings up that menu at the bottom, guys, where you can go down and you can switch between applications. You can see your notifications, music, sound. So you have some options there with the PlayStation button. So having said that, the remote does look promising, so I will be picking that up when it becomes available. Also, I should mention that the PlayStation 5 does have Bluetooth. It does have USB ports. So if you have a remote controller that uses a dongle or uses Bluetooth, you can go ahead and connect. Now, currently I'm using the ZYF Z10, and this is a remote that I looked at a couple weeks ago, and this remote is awesome, guys. I'll go ahead and link a video where you can go ahead and check that out. But this remote checks all the boxes, and I feel like it's one of the best for your streaming devices in 2020. So just to wrap this all up, should you take streaming into consideration when you're purchasing the PS5? So this is how I'm going to put it. You should not purchase the PlayStation 5 because you want a streaming device, if that makes sense. You should purchase the PlayStation 5 for your gaming, for your titles, for the system itself. The streaming apps is going to be an additional bonus, because just going through the apps, guys, is missing so many. There's no sense in purchasing the system that costs $400 or $500 just for apps that you can get on an Amazon Fire Stick. So buy the PlayStation for the gaming. Don't expect too much from the streaming library, and hopefully we'll see that library expand here in a little bit. So this is a similar territory with the NVIDIA Shield, guys. The NVIDIA Shield is powerful. If you're just using it for streaming, it's basically overkill. NVIDIA Shield is a gaming Android device at heart. Purchase it for the gaming. The streaming is an additional bonus. If you just need simply a streaming device, you have plenty of cheaper options. You have the Amazon Fire TV sticks, you have Roku players, you have the new Chromecast with Google TV, you have the TiVo Stream 4K. So many streamers out there that you don't have to drop $300, $400, or $500 on. So that's my thoughts on streaming on the PlayStation 5. I will be doing a full PlayStation 5 review here in a little bit, so stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And again, salute to Nord for sponsoring this video. Check the link in the description for the best deals for NordVPN. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. So if you're new to the channel, I do everything tech, from your streaming reviews, streaming news, product reviews, unboxings, and everything in between. Hit that subscribe button in the top right, smash the notification bell. Make sure you select all on notification. That way you won't miss a video or a giveaway.